Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany, and today I will introduce you to the world of the mystic Masseur by V.S. Naipaul that was published in 1957. V.S. Naipaul was an Indian Trinidadian author who spent the majority of his life in England. He was a descendant of Indian indentured laborers and the son of a Trinidadian journalist, Prasad Naipaul. The mystic Masseur is about a Hindu Indian Trinidadian man named Ganesh in colonial Trinidad and his search for his calling. Ganesh's search for a profession leads him from being a teacher to a masseuse, to a writer, then a mystic healing masseuse, and then a politician. Ganesh's search for his calling is a search for his identity, but did he truly find it? I think he did as a writer, but he lost it to society's desires. When Ganesh starts going to school as a child, he is told by his father to go to Banaras, which is present-day Varanasi, India, but because they were in Trinidad, it could not be done. Ganesh wanted to be a good, educated Brahmin as a way to become influential in society. When he becomes a teacher, he is substituting for the teacher who is injured and told to not teach the students, just form, not inform. So he plans the lessons not to inform. The students don't learn much, and when the teacher comes back, the teacher tells Ganesh that Ganesh didn't teach the students anything and that they forgot everything the teacher taught, saying that anyone from a village comes to the capital thinking they can teach. Ganesh, insulted, quits. He goes home to Four Ways for his father's funeral and is remembered by the village and viewed as a teacher because of his college education. Ganesh tells the children and parents to stop calling him teacher Ganesh because he thinks he wasn't teaching well when he was a teacher. This shows that Ganesh isn't comfortable with being something if he failed. To Ganesh, failure is a sign of inadequacy, and he doesn't like feeling like a failure. And if he does fail, then what is he? After Ganesh gets married, he moves to Fuente Grove and starts his healing masseuse business. One of his patients is a girl with a damaged hand that's been unhealed for years. Ganesh remembers what his father would do, crack the hand and then reset the bones. But he doesn't think he's fit for the job and simply tells the girl's mother that it is too badly damaged to be healed and wraps the hand in a bandage. By not feeling fit for the job, Ganesh is making it clear that he doesn't see the job as a calling, let alone a good fit for his abilities. He's always wanted to write, which leads to him trying to become a writer so he can combine his education with his usefulness with a pen and get social clout. Ganesh tries from the beginning of his marriage to start writing a book, but always put it off. His friend and work neighbor, Mr. Bihari, gives him a 5-week deadline and an idea for a book. Ganesh starts writing a book on Hinduism, and when it is finished, he goes to a printer to get 100 copies of the book. Ganesh takes great pride in his work and is already planning a second book. Ganesh feels pride of the community in him, and he feels like he did well and will be successful in becoming a useful and valuable member in society. With his Hinduism book and a willingness to keep Hinduism as his focus, Ganesh then meets with a friend who gives him his father's old Hinduism books and tells him to study and put the work into use. Ganesh decides to start a healing business, healing spiritual ills and other illnesses using his masseuse technique. One of his first patients as a mystic masseur is a black Trinidadian boy who is seeing a dark cloud trying to kill him. Ganesh asks when the problem started, and the boy tells Ganesh that it started a year ago after his brother died from being run over when he was getting chores done. The boy who was seeing the cloud was the one who should have been doing the chores. Ganesh keeps his opinion on the cause of the black cloud to himself, but lets the boy know that he can cure him. The next day, Ganesh cures the boy by chanting in Hindi and making sure the boy knows that belief in his powers will save him and everyone there. After the boy is healed, Ganesh is lauded as a hero with an article in the newspaper about him and his skill as a healer. He gets many patients and heals all of them, even though he doesn't know how it's working. Ganesh's talent at persuasion helps him feel powerful and gives him a sense of importance. But his lack of knowledge in how he's healing makes it clear what he's doing is a performance that doesn't truly make him happy. He isn't being a skilled masseur, he's just doing it for the money and the societal benefits. But he does use his wealth to advance at Fuente Grove. Ganesh becomes very wealthy from his work as a mystic masseur, and a politician starts writing bad things about him in the newspaper. His friends tell him to start a rival newspaper to regain respect and talk about the politician. Ganesh does start the newspaper and it becomes popular. Ganesh's friends later tell him that the politician is stealing funds from the Hindu Association, and to run against him in the election. Ganesh runs against him, and his newspaper helps him stop the politician and make him retire from public life. Ganesh ends up the president of the Hindu Association and becomes a member of the Legislative Council. As a Legislative Council member, Ganesh fought against corruption, but over time had to adapt to his role and forget his mystic past. By forgetting his mystic past, Ganesh forgot who he was, had to protect his and other politicians' interests over the interests of the people. At the epilogue, one of his former patients has to treat Ganesh for the day in London. And when he meets Ganesh, he calls him Pundit Ganesh. Ganesh replies with his name coldly. This coldness makes it evident that Ganesh despises his former job and how he can never get away from the past and how people viewed him. The loss of joy in his life from his work and just his identity shows that he doesn't have much joy left. He can't enjoy life even in future retirement because he rejected all of it, and that's the saddest part of it all. Ganesh was at his happiness as a writer and a mystic, using his education and wealth to advance Trinidad without losing his soul and therefore identity in the work. What do you think? Do you think Ganesh has found his calling and lost it? Or do you think he never found it? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to read The Mystic Masseur and learn more about V.S. Naipaul, take a look at the links in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next week.